Hey, hey, hey. It's a girl, Charlotte Musimbi, welcoming you once again to the Chronicles of Charlotte. And as you all know, this is the only place that happens to appreciate, accommodate, and accept each and every individual, regardless of who you are, where you're from, and whatever world you may be studying at. So, just as we get to this episode, I'm very apologetic. Please kindly just accept my sincere apologies because I've taken days and a while to get in touch with you guys. I was caught up and I was held up. My schedule has just been busy. Like even right now, you can clearly tell from my face, like I'm so tired. I just arrived in the house and I was like, yo, this day doesn't have to end before I reach out to my people. And how do I reach out to you guys? I just have to help you know that you're not alone. We are together. We have to keep going. And remember, don't give up. No matter what situation you may be through, no matter what may be facing, no matter what may be coming your way, never give up. So just as we get going, I kindly want to thank each and every one of you who's worked with me through this journey, and I'm requesting those who haven't clicked the subscribe button, kindly do so and turn on the post notification bell so that anytime I upload a video, anytime I upload an episode, anytime I release something, you'd always be the first one to know. How does that feel? VVIP feeling, right? So kindly do so. Give references, like share the videos. I know you may be having someone, or you may have heard of someone, or even people may not tell you what they're going through, but just know, like, we have to be a brother's keeper. And just as I continue, pardon my lighting, I'm very sorry, like it gets to flicker a little bit. I think there's a power surge somewhere, like my lighting is not that stable, so that's why. And yeah, as long as we get going, right, nothing can stop us from manifesting. So kindly give these videos a thumbs up if at all you are in for the positive energy, just as I am. Can you see my smile is very broad? Yeah, so let us motivate each other, let us support each other, and don't forget that we are vocal. This is a very the only unique platform that you get to express yourself. You just get to release what you're feeling. You just get to like feel the atmosphere. And so how do you do that? Like, comment down below. You can always say anything, give your opinions, give your suggestions. Yeah, it's very sad when you keep something sinking in your mind, in your soul, in your heart, because at some point of time you live regretting, like, why didn't I say? I was in a position to tell her this, I was in a position to say this, maybe it would have helped this person in a certain way, but I didn't. So let us avoid this regret type of feeling. Like, let us just face the moment, appreciate one another, take it as it comes, and most important, like, manifest. We are just here to make this world a better place to be. So let us get into the episode. And hey, I think this is just an amazing episode because I can relate with it, and I also believe you can relate with it. And the reason as to why I chose this episode, it's because I feel like we are raised differently and we come from different backgrounds. We relate with people differently and we interpret things differently. So the same way I may see a situation, or I may be in a situation, or I may see someone selling something, and then the first thing that comes in my mind about that service being offered or that product being sold will not be the same thing, or the same idea, or the same content that will come into your mind, right? You all can admit to that. So even if it will come in the same I don't know how to put it, but even if it would be the same, but it won't like be, as in every detail about it won't be similar. You may interpret it and you may come to realize, like, oh, this is what I was saying and this is what she was saying, and we were trying to insinuate same thing, but at the end of the day, how she interpreted it or how she translated it, it's not the same way as I would have done that. So just as I say this, my best friend keeps telling me that I'm always overthinking, but I don't see that. And I can't say why she tells me that. And I think I overthink at some time, because some of us, like, we take things so seriously. Like, no matter how simpler something may be, we don't take it like lightly. We just don't let go something. We would always pay keen attention to it. And this is the reason why people say we overthink it, because we always want to know the wheres, the hows, the whys, the when, the what. And it's kind of a good thing, of which I really thank myself for having that spirit, because at some point I get to learn so much and I get to understand things at a different level. And at some point it's very draining, because what that is why we have this episode. And in case you're relating with someone who's always into deep thoughts, or who's always just not in the same circle as you are, like anytime you'd say something, you'd always find that they are getting it from another point, from another level, kindly just appreciate, just accept them, and don't like point fingers, don't poke them, don't judge them, because first and foremost, like, it may lead to suicidal thoughts. Like, the world has brought so many things, and we have so many things to deal with. So you can imagine someone is battling job hunting, someone is battling, he's having stress with finances, someone is just messed up, someone's world is messed up, like they're not done with school, and then you're here judging them because they couldn't understand something the way you were saying. Then what would this person think about? They feel like they're not worth to exist in this universe. They feel like, oh, this is not my place. And we don't want to be the reason as to why someone will always like feel degraded, someone will be stigmatized, someone will just feel out of place. Yet we know we are the reason, because we will never be at peace. That's for a fact. Anytime you know like someone is crying because of you, someone is stressed because of you, best believe you'll always be tormented. Not unless you're not human, you're not having flesh and blood, but any human being will never be at peace, having in mind that they have caused someone pain. So no matter what someone will be thinking about, don't judge them, let them just be. And reasons as to why I got to realize reasons as to why people end up hating one another, or disliking, or preferring a certain person over the other, or even friends. People may be friends for a while, then you happen to realize like here all of a sudden one has bailed out, or all of a sudden two of them are not talking to each other. It's because they could never have that common ground, and none of them, or even if both of them, or even if one of them decided to calm down and find a better solution to it, another one would not let it go. And why do you think this one would not let it go? It's because people may be traumatized, people may have faced different situations, and also people handle things differently, as I always say. Like the same way I'd be talking about something, the same way you will hurt me and I forgive you because I'm very forgiving. I let go things easily. You hurt me this minute, the next minute I'm laughing at you, laughing with you. Sorry, you like break my heart now, the next minute we're just best of friends. Like, what I'm just trying to put across is, let us learn to just accommodate. And the fact that you said something and I didn't like, and I did something that you didn't like, or you sent me, I'll use this simple example. I may be going to town, then you're like, Charlotte, you're reaching to town today, can you get me this perfume? Then I'll be like, okay, we are human. So I may have even the full picture, even I may be having a video call with you by the time I'm purchasing it, but when I get it to you, you're like, this is not what I wanted. It's because we are different, and what you saw and what I saw, our taste and preference vary. And maybe being a technological era, maybe the reflection that was being portrayed in the camera for you to see, maybe it was another shade of purple that looks almost looks like blue, and yeah, you felt like this is the ideal, this is the one I want, and when it comes to you, it ain't the one. So let us just learn to do things for ourselves, not unless I don't know, like you are so fixed, or it's something that you can't handle by yourself. But this issue of like depending on people or asking people to do things on your behalf is one of the reasons as to why like people would always get to judge each other and get to have cold shoulders, because we feel like, yani, you're just my friend, I showed you this type of bottle and you went ahead and brought this. Or we feel like insecure, like she might have lied to me about the price tag, you understand? So let us learn to do things for ourselves so that we can avoid these issues of like brushing shoulders and going behind people's back and just, yeah, having like tension in the atmosphere. So in case you are having this situation of overthinking, I'm sorry, I'm just talking about quite a number of stuff, but it is what it is. So I was talking about this situation of overthinking. I think, as I said, it's been productive to me at some point, and at some point it hasn't been. But I can't say like the negativity has outweighed the positivity. But all I can let you know, like, let it not interfere with your life. Let it not interfere with how you relate with people, because you won't have a social life. Like, it will get to that point where people will fear talking to you, or you will just fear like you'll be so stigmatized, you'll not want to be around people. You'll feel like whatever I'll say, people will not understand me. And even when people want to relate with you, they'll feel like even if I make jokes with her, she will take things seriously, and maybe she may just smirk, and the next time I know it, I've been blocked. Like, she's not talking to me, and she's like detached herself from the social media platforms that we used to talk to. So we used to talk with. So like let it not get to your real life. What am I talking about when I mean real life? Your school life, your workplace, your family, because you will underperform. You will not be productive at work. At school, you'll never concentrate. With your family, you'll always be fighting. And I'm not saying that fighting and not getting on same pages is a crime. All I'm trying to say, like, it's all healthy. We have different ways of interpreting things, and it's healthy when it gets debatable, but it's not good when it comes to that point where that's the only thing that is keeping you people communicating. Like, anytime you communicate, you're almost always quarreling, you're never getting along. Every time you're like relating with your siblings, you're relating with your parents, it's always ranting after ranting after ranting. There's always steam in the air. So this spirit of overthinking can really cost us, and let us just try to let things pass. Like, we don't have to hold on too long, or we don't have to take it so seriously, because you know what, we only have one life, and it never, like, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, you only live once. So yeah, overthinking can result to quite a number of stuff. I think I've said what I know. I think I noted some points that were coming in my mind during the day, and I think I've said it all. And yeah, so maybe this is what I just had for the day, because yeah, people interpret things differently. So if you end up taking it so heavily, then you'll be the one to suffer. And these same people will never bother. Like, it will not be disturbing them. It will never like cross their mind like, yo, Charlotte is upset because I told her this. Very few people care. And that's for a fact. Not unless it's a very close friend who understands you, like the people you've grown with, the people who you have related with, and you've gone through quite a number of stuff together. Those are friends. Not unless they're those type of friends, Not unless they're your parents, not unless they're your siblings, and not unless it's you by yourself. Then the world is harsh. People don't care. So before you go sleepless, before you drop that tear because of what someone told you, don't bother, because there's always a reason why someone told you something, and there'd always be a reason as to why someone would always want to see you not happy. They might have told you something because maybe they've also been battling a situation. You may be willing or unwilling, and also they never want to see you happy. They're jealous of you. They're always competing with you. Like, they've tried having your life like being peaceful as you always be, and they haven't managed. So what they do is just to drain you. And how do they drain you? By tormenting you. So let us avoid like having deep thoughts, not unless it's something productive, something giving you money, something making you a better version of yourself, something taking you on another level. And then says, bro, walk, tembeza like it never happened. So I think I've said it all that I wanted to say for this episode. In case of anything, I'll always drop you know me. And yeah, pardon me, like at some point I may disappoint you guys. I'm human. I get tired. I face fatigue. I have a social life. I have a life to move on with, and I also have to be here for you guys. So I may be handling quite a number of stuff. That's why you may be seeing me like I'm not consistent like I used to, because yeah, life happens, things change. But at the end of the day, what I promise you guys is I'll always be here for you, any day, anytime, and to my ability I'll always make sure that I'll put you guys a priority. And yeah, so until next time, kindly click the subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, and most importantly, share. And don't forget, let us comment, let us keep the dialogues coming, let us just because communication is very important. That's for a fact. If not for communication, then I wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be there. You have to relate with people. Like, can you imagine like you're just having not even 1,000, like you're living with someone, not even living, like you're walking around the streets, or you're just in this world where no one talks to you. You go to buy something in the shop, and all you have to do is just like, even these people use signals, they talk. Like, all you have to do is just go pick, give it out, don't even ask for the price. As in, it would be so weird. So let us keep the communication going and never give up. That is what I have to tell you all. I'm insisting on this because I know how tensed this atmosphere is, and times are so tough and things are so hard on us, because we people who are in our mid-20s. Like, yeah, there's light at the end of the tunnel. So until then,